Don't do it, Shane.
All right, here's our practice quiz.
Sophomore turn. Sidebar. That Tobo, sidebar, yeah, Tobo. Who told me that?
And this is actually a quiz, an old quiz I gave. So I just wrote practice on it and made a copy of it. I don't know what's on the back, it doesn't matter. You know how I am with my scratch paper, so. All right, well, here we go. Now, this is our first quiz. You guys think I'm mean? Okay, no, because look at me, I'm promising you 100% the quiz you take is gonna have problems on it just like this. So there is no reason for you to be stressed, worried, uncomfortable, anxious. No, know this, and you'll be fine on the quiz, okay? All right, raise your hand up.
I was just gonna ask, is the quiz this long or is it like a little longer?
The quiz is just like this.
Exactly.
Just like this. Now, maybe a different order, obviously different numbers, but it's like this. All right, so here we go. You're gonna have to simplify some exponents. You know how to do that, right? So here we go, one step at a time. How about 8/6? Remember, that's a fraction. These are not exponents. That's just a fraction, 8/6. Now, what happens to my x's? Combine them. But that's a negative, so it's going to go to the top
Positive.
and become 7 x's up there, x to the 7, because there are 4 already up there, and 3 more are coming up. That makes 7. Exactly the same thing with our y's, only this time I've got 3 of them coming down. So there's 5 down there, bringing down 3 more. That will be y to the 8. Now by z's, nothing is moving. I have 1 z on the top and 8 z's on the bottom. So think about that. Think about writing it all out. 1 z on the top, 8 z's on the bottom. That 1 on the top is going to cancel, right? And leave you with what? 7 on the bottom. Done. Easy. Just think about what you're doing. You'll be fine. Sketch on the number line. What are you going to do here? Or sketch that on the number line. We're going to have a closed circle on the 6. Does everybody understand why it's closed?
Yeah.
Bracket.
And does the infinity go off of the line? So it's like to the left.
Yep, off left.
It's going to go toward negative infinity, which is out here. So it's going to go this way.
So should we write the negative infinity?
You don't have to. You can if you want. I did. That's the direction we're going. To negative infinity. Do not ever, guys, if you do this, put some on it. I'm marking that wrong. Okay? We don't put infinity on the number line. It's in this direction. All right, how about B? We got 4 and an 8. Closed on the 4. Shade in the middle. And we're done. Alden, you with me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, number 3. AB mean?
The distance
The
between
distance between A and B. And how do we find distance between A and B?
Long radical.
The big radical.
X2
And,
minus
yeah,
X1
and so
squared.
underneath here, we're going to subtract our x's. And if we get confused, draw a circle around them. Everything we do, distance, midpoint, slope, anything you do, the x's go together. You never combine x's and y's. X's go together. So, x minus x squared plus y minus y squared. The order that I do that subtraction doesn't matter because I'm going to square it. What's negative 3 minus 6? And square negative 9? 4 minus 2? Squared? So the square root of 85. Now I do need to reduce that if it reduces. 85, I know is divisible by 5. So 5 goes into 85. 17 times. Guess what? That doesn't break down. We need 85. There's different versions of the quiz. Somebody will get one that breaks down, so be ready for that. Some of you will get ones like this that don't break down.
Should we have the ones where there's like a number outside of the
If it breaks down, that's what's gonna happen.
I don't know if you wanted one that was like fully solved.
The only calculator you'll have is the baby. I get it. All right. Midpoint. How do you find the midpoint? Who remembers? Average. We're going to add again our x's. It's x's together, y's together. So, negative 3 plus 6 divided by 2. So what is that? Negative 3 plus 6. Right?
3 over 2.
3 over 2. Obviously, if you wrote 1.5, that would be fine. 4 plus 2
6.
divided by 2.
3.
Done. Quiz over. Okay? Don't you dare walk in here nervous. You know exactly what I'm gonna ask. Okay? So be ready. Okay, let's get our notes out. Do I see you tomorrow?
The day after that.
Alright, so I don't see you tomorrow. Thursday morning, during office hours, I have a meeting on Thursday morning. So if you have issues with anything I just did, you better be here tomorrow morning, right? If you don't have any issues, that's great. Okay, that's our notes.
Oh, and you didn't go to Wednesday.
P3 number 3, I think is where I'm at. On the back of page 3, number 3. Right? Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys are turn.
I don't know. He wishes he ran.
Alright. Have you solved this equation yet? You should, instead of sitting there chatting, you should have this solved, because you all know how. You know how to do an equation like this. We are on number 3. Back of page 3. Number 3. Solve. You did these back in algebra 1. You know how to do these. Right? So I'm going to add that 2x over. I'm going to add that 6 over. I got x equals 2. How about you?
I like it.
Okay. Now what about this one? This one is a little bit, looks a little bit harder. I don't think it is at all, but it does have fractions in it. So what is your thought on that problem? Yeah. Multiply by the reciprocal, and I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal of what? 2/3 or 4/5? 2/3. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 3/2. Why did you do that? What happens right here?
Undo the 2
I get x by itself. Multiplying, I get 12/10, which I will reduce to 6/5. Some of you might like to cross cancel, so back when you had this and you multiply both sides, you might do this, and that's perfectly okay. You still get 6/5, right? So you're going to have to multiply and simplify, but you can do it in either order. So if you want to simplify first, and then multiply, that's okay. All right, what about this big ugly mess? Easy. It looks bad, but it's easy, right? What are we going to do? Jada, what are we going to do back there? What do you think we're going to do? This is problem C.
We're gonna multiply through both by.
So we're going to do our distributive property. Yep. So what are we going to have, Jada?
We're gonna have 15z minus 9.
Okay. And then what?
8z
Minus 8z.
minus 8z minus 4.
Very good. Minus 4. That's exactly right. Everybody distribute that negative through there? Perfect. Oh, I see some people erasing. Caution. You gotta distribute that negative. Always, always, always. Okay. Charlie Finn, what comes next?
Then you just add the like terms.
Sure. So what am I gonna have over here?
7z minus 13.
And I'll just solve it like I did that first one. So it looks like 2z is going to equal 11. Did you get 11 halves?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh boy. What about the when they put in the new boards, they must be steel case boards because they left me some steel case markers, but they have a smell. I'm like, a little woozy up here. I'm gonna go back to my. All right, what am I gonna do with this guy?
Multiply by 4.
Oh, wonderful. He says, I really don't want to do this problem with fractions, so I'm going to get rid of the fractions by simply timesing everything by 4. So if I multiply this by 4, I just get 2x minus 3. This by 4 would be 20, and this by 4 would be 12x. Are you with me? So using Charlie's thought, let's combine here. So 2x plus 17 equals 12x. 17 equals 10x. Did you get 17 tenths? That, of course, is not the only way to do the problem. But it is a quick and easy way to do the problem. things you can do, but I like that. I like that formula a lot. Alright, things are getting harder as we go. What do you want to do with this one?
Common denominator.
Get a common denominator. I love that idea. What would the common denominator be for 3 and 4 and 2? 12? So this one will be multiplied by 4. This one by 3. And this one by 6. Remember, if you're going to do this problem with common denominators, you gotta get all the way across. Common denominator for everything. What is the cool thing about having a common denominator now?
You just pull across.
Done, right? They're gone. So now I don't need to worry about these anymore. So I have 4t minus 4 plus 3t plus 15 equals 6. So 17 plus 11 equals 6. Oh my goodness, I got negative 5 seconds. Somebody check that for me. Is that what you got?
Yeah.
That's pretty easy. Let's look what's next. Now we got some inequalities. Same thing, just now they're less than problems. Alright, no fractions. So tell me what you want to do here. Monica, what do you think?
So now you're gonna get the extra moments.
Subtract what?
No one.
Add the 1? Yep, you can add the 1 to both sides, you sure can do that. Now, if she chose to do that, which is A-okay, then she's probably gonna wanna subtract the 4x. Would you agree with me? So she has the x's on this side, so negative 2x is less than or equal to 4. Divide by negative 2 and switch the sign, because there's a rule that says if you multiply or divide by a negative, you have to flip your inequality.
Yeah.
So I flipped it. We're big kids now, so every answer we write, not the equals ones. If it's t equals negative 5/7, that's it. These inequalities are going to write as intervals. So what is that interval going to look like? X is bigger than or equal to negative 2. It always helps me to look at it graphically. Would you agree this is what it looks like?
So bracket -2. Oh.
Bracket negative 2, comma.
Infinity.
Infinity. Perfect. Perfect. That is going to be your answer. Nice job. We're doing all kinds of different problems. So now we've got a compound inequality that looks like this. You can do this the hard way or the easy way. I'm very lazy. I like to do things the easy way, if possible. What would be the easy way to do this problem? Add 2. But when you add 2, you gotta add it to all 3 parts of the problem. So I gotta add it to the left, I gotta add it to the middle, and I gotta add it to the right. Then I'll do the same thing, dividing by 3. And then I'll write my answer as an interval. What is it going to look like? It's an interval now. I'm going to have a bracket at 1/3, talking about all the numbers from negative one, or excuse me, from 1/3 to 3. That's what this is saying. X is between 1/3 and 3. So that's what my answer looks like. Do I have a volunteer or a team of volunteers willing to come up and do this problem at the board?
Me and Brandon will do it.
Let me get out of your way. And I will do it too, and we'll see if we, and all of you are doing it too. We're gonna try to figure out if we all get the same answer. You can talk to each other and help each other. If you're stuck. Well, so I mean, I got that number, but that isn't, it's not X equals.
Oh wait.
I got 11 over 7. Oh, I didn't do that. I didn't do it. But yeah.
You guys got it?
Yeah. They'll show you.
All right, let's take a look at what. Okay, now
I think I have a
I
good
don't want to
answer.
hear any,
Sorry.
yeah, I don't want to hear that, because every single one of us has made mistakes, right?
Yeah.
It just happens. We just gotta make sure we figure out what went wrong. So let's look at
I
this
welcome
for a
failure.
second. It looks like the boys were trying to get a common denominator. So they have a 2 and a 3 and a 1. So their common denominator is 6. So they times this one by 3. I'm not sure what happened here. I think they forgot
I told Brandon he goes, it's already 3, and then he just left it in
2 and that one by 6. So 9 minus 3x plus 10x minus 4 is less than -6. Does that look better now?
Yeah.
So we're gonna have 7x so we're gonna have 7x plus 5 less than -6. Alright, that's what I get when I just solve it. So now I have to write my answer. I want full credit, I gotta have an answer that's an interval. So think about what this looks like. That. So what interval will that be? Boys and girls, it's gotta be in that order, because intervals are in number line order. And when you are graphing this, negative infinity is to the left, so it's gotta be negative infinity, negative 11/7. Yeah.
I had positive 11 over 7 because I made the -6 a positive 6.
What, you just had magically erase the negative, or what? How did you make that
Because
happen?
I thought if I multiply, it was -1, so I thought if I multiplied it by -6.
Okay, but then your common denominator was gonna be -6. And you would have had to multiply by a -2 and a -3.
Okay.
Your denominator has to be the same.
Okay.
So this one's 6 and 6, that one can be 6.
Oh, yeah.
You good with that, folks? Thank you, boys, for giving that a shot.
What's the
Problem D. I want to caution you about problem D. I really think that your best bet is going to be to distribute first. I don't like that. Personally, there's a lot of distributing there, but I'm afraid you'll mess up your denominators if you don't. So I'm going to distribute. So I have 1/2 x plus 3 halves. Everybody okay with that? Plus 2x minus 8 less than 1/3 x minus 1. If you want to collect like terms, you can. I'm not going to because I don't want to mess with these fractions. So I'm going to get rid of the fractions right now. You don't have to do it right now. I'm going to do it right now. So what's my common denominator?
6.
So this one has to be times by 3. This one by 3. This one by 6. This one by 6. This one by 2. And now every denominator is the same.
I think the last one is times 6.
Wait, yes, that should be 6. Why did I say 2? I don't know. 6, yes, I needed it to be a 6. Thank you. Alright, so now what have I got? 3x plus 9. Keep your eye on me. Make sure I'm not messing up. Uh, 2x.
No, I didn't get it.
Is that alright? Don't let me go any farther. So,
You know?
alright?
Now we just combine.
Yeah. Now I can combine. So I have 15x minus, that's 39.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
good.
You get x less than 33/13. So what am I gonna put in the answer blank? Parentheses.
Negative
Negative infinity. 33/13. Parentheses.
It has to be,
What's the matter, Royce? Again, what's happening? Tell Ashley.
The 1/3 into.
oh, I see, okay, I got it.
You sure you're making it up?
Done. Royce. Did all the sixes came through?
All right, so we just solved a bunch of equations. That should have been pretty easy for you. You made careless mistakes. I made a careless mistake. It happens. But basically, I think you know what it is. All right, moving on in this hodgepodge of stuff. Is 2 a solution of this equation or inequality? Is 2 a solution? What do you think?
No,
Why not?
it's not equal to.
Exactly. If we plug 2 in, you get this. Is that true? No. Now, what if the problem had been that?
Yeah. Yes.
then it would be okay. The answer is to 5 is no. Number 6, solve for the indicated variable. So we have a little formula here for the perimeter of a rectangle. 2 times length plus width. And we want to solve for W. Now what that means is, do whatever you need to do and end up with W equals. Believe it or not, you're going to do this a lot in calculus class. You're going to need to be able to solve for W and then substitute it back into something. So, what do you think? What might we do with W by itself? Erica?
Divide by 2.
Wait, are you Erica? Erica? You can. You can. So remember, there's always more than one approach. But one option would be to distribute first. Then what? Subtract the 2L. And then divide by 2. If you didn't distribute first, your answer would have come out to look like this. Are those two things exactly the same? They're exactly the same. So if you didn't distribute, this is what you should have gotten. If you did distribute, then this is what you got. All right. You and your partner try B. We have a formula for the area of a trapezoid. And you are solving for B sub 1. You already got it done? Come on up, show us what you did. If you want to ask someone to come with you, that's okay. But you already got it done. Mike, are you working on this?
I did it.
You did it. All right, let's compare your answer to Cooper's then. See if you guys match.
Which one?
B.
Can you subtract 1/2 each? Do you have to do, or divide 1/2 each?
All right, let's talk about, Mike, this is what you got too.
Yep.
So let's, that's pretty small, can't really see it. He's got A over 1/2 H minus B sub 2. And that's what they both got. So does that make sense to you? Do you see where that's coming from? Okay, now we have a bit of a problem though. This right here is called a complex fraction. That is, it's a big fraction that has a little fraction in it, and that is not allowed. Okay, that's not considered simplified. So what are we gonna do with that?
Multiply by 2 over 1.
Multiply by 2 over 1. So if you multiply by 2 over 1, you got to do it to the top and the bottom, and you can't just multiply the bottom. So that will make that go away. And then the correct answer is 2 2a over h minus b sub 2.
That's just better.
Now, if this shenanigans in here makes you nervous, remember, in the beginning, could you multiply both sides by 2? In the beginning, to clear that fraction? Yeah. And it will take you straight in. Good work, boys, thank you. One more. At your seat, do 6C. Or no, I guess there's another one yet. Do 6C at your seat. Tell me what you come out with. This is the volume of a sphere. And you are solving for R. Jimmy, you look like you're on vacation. Did you want to do this? Come on, my man.
Can you have a fraction inside a radical? This is for.
We don't like it, but you can. You can. I'm not gonna make you rationalize it. I heard somebody say, divide by 4/3. Let's not. Instead, let's multiply by the reciprocal. Remember how we did that earlier? So we'll multiply both sides by 3/4. Now don't get confused. This is the same as 3b over 4. Now, what do we need to get rid of now? Pi? What do you want to do with the pi? Not subtract it.
Divide it.
We want to divide it. That's a multiplier.
Oh, yes.
So we're going to divide. Now, don't do this. We just talked about that. We don't want that. What is the same mathematically as dividing by pi? Multiplying by 1 over pi. So we are going to multiply both sides by 1 over pi. That's our whole reciprocal thing. So we have 3b over 4 pi equal to r cubed. We want r equals, so what are we going to have to do? Cube root. So r is the cube root of 3b over 4 pi.
So anytime you apply super 1 over pi, I don't think this all works.
I think she probably did. That was one of those days when you were not paying attention.
No, I believe you, but I don't know.
All right, one more. C equals 5/9 f minus 32. And we're solving, this is the Fahrenheit to Celsius formula. We're going to reverse it and do the Celsius to Fahrenheit. So get f by itself. What?
What's coming out of?
I love it. Multiply by 9/5. Let's not mess around with that. And then simply add 32. And there you go. It's that easy. Don't make it hard. It's that easy. Okay. Guess what? P3 is done. So P3 will be due on Thursday. Yep. Same day as our quizy poo, right? When you say Thursday, I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, so P3 is due. Here we go. P4. Two points. Just like you're going to have on your quiz. what are you gonna do with these 2 points?
Midpoint and.
Midpoint and distance. Not what we're doing today. Today we're finding the slope. Alright? Who remembers how to do that? We use M. M is our slope letter. How do we find that slope? What do we do? No, that's midpoint. So M and M, I get that. We're finding slope now. This is new. Well, it's not new. It's new to us. We haven't talked about it yet. I know Mrs. Hollis taught you this, and so did your algebra 1 teacher, and so did your geometry teacher.
X1 minus X2 over Y1
Oh, no.
Oh, Y1 minus
Y
Y2
over X, that's exactly right. So, if you need a formula, there it is. It's rise over run. So rise is Y, run is X, Y over X. So, if this is my first point, this is my second point, always Y and Y together, so -1 minus 2 over 7 minus 3. Is it looking familiar now? So the slope is -3/4. If you were graphing this, you would go down 3/4. Now I'm going to talk about something. Yeah. I'm going to talk about something for a minute, make sure you're crystal clear. Could I have done 2 minus -1 over 3 minus 7? 2 minus -1, 3 minus 7. Is that okay?
Yes,
It absolutely is. Aren't I gonna get the same answer?
yes.
What's the key? When you do slope,
You gotta make sure they're the same.
they're both way, you gotta go the same way. So if you're doing second minus first for Y, you gotta do second minus first for X. But you can do first minus second, you just have to do it for that. Alright, you do B right now. I see there's a couple more problems here. Stay with me, stay focused. This is problem B. Oh, wait, did you get 0?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because when you subtracted your y's, that's what goes on top. When you subtracted your y's, you got 0. So 0 over anything is just 0. Right? What if the 0's on the bottom? I'm the fine. And I know Mrs. Hollis told you, you can't sit on the egg, right? That's her big saying. She didn't say that.
I think it's just so.
You just sleep in class, that's a 0, you can't have a 0 on the bottom. All right, 2 more and we'll be done. 2A and 2B, here we go.
No, we have
I have a line through these 2 points. Come on, I promised 2 more, A and B, 2A and 2B. If you keep talking, I'll just keep walking. Here we go. I have these 2 points, and all I know is that the slope of AB is 2/3. So here are my 2 points, and they give me a slope of 2/3. And I'm going to figure out what y is. Would you agree that y minus 2 over 6 minus 3 has to be 2/3? Would you agree with that? So y minus 2 over 3 is 2 over 3? That was nice. Looks like y has to be 4. plus negative 8, x minus 4, and that has to be your slope? Does that make sense? What is negative 2 minus negative 8? 6. So 6 over x minus 4 equals negative 3 over 8. Thought on how to solve that? Cross multiply. Very good. Whenever a fraction equals a fraction, you can cross multiply. So that would be 48 equals negative 3x plus 12. Now that negative right there, it either goes in the top or it goes in the bottom, not both. I put it at the top. So negative 3x plus 12 equals 48. Did you get negative 12? Check that, I think that's what it is. Alright, okay, I'm gonna keep my word, I'm gonna stop 3 minutes early. What is your job? For our next class, what happens? You got P3 got to do, you got a quiz to take. Tomorrow, don't you have something due tomorrow? And you got something due today, at the end of the day. So, you got a lot.